To kind of better know somebody, it's good to actually stay with them.
It can be a little bit of a trap.
I feel like that's probably why marriages don't last as long, because there's social media. I don't think you should move in with anybody before marriage.
What do you guys think about living together with your man or woman
Before marriage.
before marriage?
Who's going to start first with the question?
She can start first.
Yeah, what do you think?
Me? I think in order to kind of better know somebody, it's good to actually stay with them in a space together, like to understand, okay, how does this person live? Can I tolerate certain things? Like this person goes out like at night every single weekend with the boys or whatever. Am I okay with him coming home at 3 a.m. in the morning? Right? Is this his lifestyle? Some of the habits that the person already has that they've been,
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you, but I agree with you, but I don't agree with you. Because me personally, I like my personal private space.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like it's required for you to stay with someone first to get to know the do's and don'ts. You know?
Yeah.
So, I guess I have to go with you. I guess I have to,
Right. Yeah.
But if it's up to me, I really. But eventually, I'm going to live with someone. Eventually, if you get married,
Exactly.
So I guess I have to.
I just feel like I don't want to find out while I'm
Later, while you're in marriage. Yep.
I'm not
that's
okay
right.
with this.
Yeah.
Maybe I gotta sleep in the other room. I don't know. I just feel like let me find out who am I dealing with before we go and sign these papers. I don't want surprises.
What about you?
I agree. I mean, unless you're gonna have two separate houses that will be connected somehow.
So you agree to live in with someone before marriage?
Yeah, but the only downside with that, and I'm speaking from a woman's perspective, it can be kind of a little bit of a trap. It's tricky. Because yes, you want to be able to live a year, maybe, with that person, like this is it, how you guys manage bills, how you guys are hygiene, if he's, apparently I've noticed, I learned with my friends, we went on a trip together, temperature. I like mine colder. They like
temperature is a problem. Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to need somebody to be able to be comfortable where I'm comfortable to. Or I've heard some people being picky eaters. I like cooking. This is not an ad. I like cooking personally, and I want somebody that likes to, that will eat, to cook too, and that will eat my food. So if you're a picky eater, that becomes another thing.
Yeah.
And so yes, you have to have that. But then I think that I am an emotional being. I'm a woman, it's true. But when you start living with someone, you get more and more invested. It becomes sometimes you even get comfortable, like, okay, this is my person now. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Right. And then that's how you go stuck in. Come be stay.
Lord of the Rings.
Yes. So it can be very tricky. It's important, but it can be tricky as long as you can stay on point.
Yeah.
Because I know that, I'm gonna start be like, hey, we need to start talking about when the marriage will be. Mm-hmm. And if you start stalling me, I'll be like, oh, okay, no problem. It will pain me. Let it go. Right? So that's the only downside to that. But yes, I think it's important.
Okay, so you think living together is important?
I think so.
You too.
Most definitely.
How about you?
To be honest, I don't think so.
You've been there, done that? I'm asking. There's a question.
It's cold.
I'm gonna get you on the next episode. I'll get you. Best believe
it's cold. I'm freezing.
No, but hold on.
I don't think. I personally don't think it's a good idea.
Why?
Because you can never really know someone. Listen to me. Some people say the more you look, the less you see. Do you know what I mean? Maybe looking at this guy from afar, he's so perfect or whatnot. And then the more you start looking, the more you start seeing things that you don't really like. You start noticing things that you don't like. And I feel like that's probably why marriages don't last as long. Because there's social media, there's other people's perspective, you're seeing what other people are living in their marriages, and that's what you want for yourself, and then that's what you're expecting, of which maybe that's not what you would expect, I don't think it's a good idea because I think it it basically it shows you too much that maybe you don't need to see. That's my perspective. Because when you start living with someone, first of all, that's too much entanglement if you guys are not going to get married. Because now when you decide to separate, right, it's now so many things that you have to separate. Who gets the apartment, who moves.
Hold on. First of all, that was before marriage. So you rather just date someone and you guys live separately and then you get married and move in together?
I'd rather do that. At this point of my life, I'd rather do that.
Have
your space, and also,
I love my space.
And also culturally, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that we cannot spend time at each other's houses. I can come to your house for the weekend or even the month, you know what I mean? And let's be around. But I don't think we should take that commitment to sign an apartment together and be together 24/7 when we're not married. I wouldn't do that.
I agree with that.
I would come to your house for the month. I will pack up my stuff and be with you for the month, but I still have my apartment. I still have my space. I still have my independence until we can be together. Because let me tell you something. You know when when people are like in a terrible relationship, but then they cannot leave? A lot of the reasons why they cannot is because of that codependence. Because now you're like, how am I going to start on my own? Like, how do I start finding a place? How do I start, like, I have to get now a car. I don't have to get this. I have to get that. We want the same credit card. We want the same this. That separation phase is what makes it a lot harder to, like, leave someone that you know for a fact is not good for you. So I don't think you should move in with anybody before marriage. That's my point.
I respect your opinion, but you can still move in with somebody and still have your own thing. You have your own car, you have your own job, you know, you're just living in the same place to understand each other better, understand what this person likes, doesn't like, likes to eat, likes to drink, what does his lifestyle look like, you know what I mean? And then you know, like, okay, when we get married, this is kind of what I'm supposed to expect from this person. This is his lifestyle. This is who he is.
And
I agree with you, but I feel like from a woman's perspective, right? For you to actually feel very like secured, for me, let me speak for myself. For me to actually feel very secured, very like, this is a man that I want to be with, I have to be able to turn off my brain with you. If not, I'm going to take control. Like, if I don't feel like I can trust you, I'm not going to leave anything in your hands because I want to be in control because I don't think I can trust you. And in order for me to turn off my brain, that means there's a lot of things that normally I would do, but I just like, hey, honey, can you do it for me? Okay. Which now makes me very, very dependent on you. So I know myself that that's how I'm going to be if we're living together. You know what I mean? Like, I'll not think about when I have to change the oil in my car. Like, what? I'm not thinking about putting gas in my car. I'm not thinking about, like, insurance. I'm not thinking about, like, the house rent. I'm not thinking about all of that. Like, that's what you're there for. Like, my brain is off. All I'm thinking about is, what are we doing today? I'm so excited. I love you. I want to be there. Like, I'm all giddy and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I cannot be independent, like so independent, and then live with a man and trust you to leave me. I can't do that. Like, it's either I'm on my own and you're on your own and we're cool, or I'm with you and you're leaving me. That's for me. Because it's very hard for you to, like, still have everything going for you. I'm not saying that everyone must, like, turn off your brain. Like, evidently, you still have goals you want to achieve. You still have things that are like, okay, I want to do this. You still have maybe your job. You want to keep, you know, you still need some sort of, like, independence. I'm just saying that you're more likely to, if you're very safe in your feminine energy with a man that understands you, you're more likely to, like, let some things just push over to him.
Okay. I think that will be another topic, maybe another podcast.
For sure.
For what is leading, feminine, masculine energy, because I'll be confused by that one sometimes. Not sure what that means, truly.
At least you're honest.
So those two things for me, I think it probably should be another podcast. But I thought we were thinking in terms of somebody that you're making a long-term, i.e.
Right, like maybe you're engaged.
I don't care. Unless you're marrying me, I don't want to be in your space. That's just me. Like, I've been there, as she said, I've been there, I've done that, I don't like it.
Okay.
But the thing about it, sometimes when you're doing it with the wrong person,
it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't
that
care.
person wasn't the person for you.
But
when you have a bad experience,
that's true. But I would tell my younger self not to do that, so I cannot put myself in that same predicament. Do you know what I mean? I can still observe a guy from afar. I can still learn. You know, a lot of guys are very telling.
That's true.
I'm telling you. It's just that sometimes we decide to like not see. Do you know what I mean? But like guys are very telling. You know bullshit when it's bullshit.
Bullshit.
You know it.
Bullshit.
I think so. They're very open. They show you everything.
That's the thing,
They
though.
show you everything.
The thing is like
very
we women, we just want to see what we want to see.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you don't need to necessarily live with someone to be able to tell that he's a person who loves to go out and party. You don't need to. You don't need to live with someone to know that this is a guy who is not clean. You don't need to. From his car, you can know that shit.
But
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even if you come to his house, okay, let's say you come the first month, he's pretending everything is clean. By the second month, that nigga is tired. He's not trying to impress you no more. He's gonna leave everything wherever.
Yep.
He's gonna be comfortable.
Right.
You're gonna see whether this is a guy that is clean or not. You can easily see what you need to see without living with them. That's what I think.
I respect it, but I feel like it's true. But also, being that we're talking marriage, we're having a family, you have to know how you guys work together. Okay? You have to know how you guys work together. And I'm not saying that it's when guys just started dating, like, you know, because I know in the United States, that's something that they do. They just start dating, they get it.
And then just get an apartment together.
Just you guys have been, you're both in agreement that when you're going down that road, you're going to date, all that, you're going to marry. At some point, later on,
intentional.
You have to know those things, like while you're going to pre-marriage counseling and stuff like that. Like, I believe in that. So,
Yeah.
those type of things. I think it's a point. But I hear you, though. You have a point.
My dad was like, you went and married yourself off. It's like, that's what you want me to do. You're already married. Okay, so.
all right.
Alright.
I think on this note, we're gonna wrap it up, guys. We might have to do a part 2.
For sure. There were a lot of interesting topics that we didn't dive deep into.
Yeah.
For sure. So thank you very much. If you've stayed up to now, we appreciate you. We love you. Please show some love, some support. Share it, leave a comment, give a thumbs up. What do you think about this multiple topics that we spoke about? And thank you very much to our guest speakers who are it's very hard to say your mind, you know what I mean, now on social media, because everyone is coming for you. So
Good thing it's going to be posted.
I definitely applaud our guest speakers for speaking their mind and being true and being willing to like dive deep into these different conversations. And follow us on our Instagram, our TikTok, our YouTube channel. We are also available on the podcast.
Oh, like Apple and Spotify. Yeah.
So we're available everywhere. And thank you very much, and we'll see you on our next episode. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.